North Side and South Side are definitely rivals, but when it comes to softball, it's 16-inch all the way, baby. So I'm about to get the history of the game. Hey, how are you? I'm Dawn.
I'm Ryan Kubicki, president of Softball Hall of Fame. Welcome.
The 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame is a museum that honors softball's rich history here in the city. I'd love to start at the very beginning.
All of softball, not just 16-inch, all softball started here in 1887 at the Farragut Yacht Club. So we own the game. 16-inch softball is Chicago. Barehanded, blue collar. Well, it's the greatest game that ever could be played because anybody can play this game.
How did you come up with this Hall of Fame?
There was a gentleman called Al Mag, and it was his dream to keep our game alive. And back in 1996, decided, why don't we start a Hall of Fame?
When you hear Ron talk about this Hall of Fame, you can see the passion written all over his face. I saw a timeline that I would love to go check out around the corner.
Before you do that, I'd like to put a hat on you because you're going to become a Hall of Famer already.
I love that.
Hi, I'm George Bliss, and I'm a media member of the 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame. How about this? 131 years ago, 1887, at the Farragut Boat Club, two guys got bored and they took a boxing glove, wrapped up a string and tossed it, and somebody took a broomstick and hit it, and thus the great sport of 16-inch was begun. We get into the 30s, during the Depression. Remember, a lot of people didn't have money then.
Money was tight, right? And so this game really picked up momentum and just thousands upon thousands of people would watch it and play because all you needed was a bat and a ball.
12,000 people showed up at every single game at parks like Kelly Park on the famous South Side.
Now, what are we coming up on here?
These are some real historical uniforms. Look at these, 1939, 1940. These are the actual uniforms that were worn.
They literally wore these uniforms in winning games. These are historic.
Now, who wears cool pants like this
I mean,
now? Come on.
yes, that's exactly right. Who wears cool pants like this?
Dawn, if you're going to be a big softball star like I know you are, you have to have big hitting bats.
Like this? This is a
Like
big
that
hitting
one.
bat.
But look at these historical bats, these fungo bats going way back. And as we go through the decades, we went to metal, 20 years ago, but the real history is in the wooden bats and the great Chicago bat that everybody knows. Most people played with this bat one time or another.
Going through the museum makes this almost like romantic to me, like thinking about the city and how bootstrappy we are, and all you need is a bat and a ball. I can see why they call this Chicago's game.